Hello there, I'm Roger Webb and welcome to the shop. Today's video is going to be a Fusion 360 video where I'm going to show you how to model up a chassis for something like this CNC router. I'm going to be showing you how to extrude a piece of RHS steel and how to make copies or multiple parts from one single part, and how to put something together like this in Fusion 360. If you intend to use Fusion 360 for yourself and non-profit, in other words for a hobby, then you are entitled for Fusion 360 for free. And I'll put a card up here which will take you to a video where I show you where to go to download it and how to install it into your computer. And if you're interested in Fusion 360 to produce work for profit, in other words use it for a small business or large business for that matter, I have a 20% discount code for you, and that will be down below the video in the video description area. So I'm going to jump into screen capture into Fusion 360. So this is the opening screen of Fusion 360. I just want to I've just had an update actually, so I just want to check something. So I'm going up here onto the view cube and I'm right clicking. This is my preference for setting in Fusion 360, so that's okay. So everything's quite normal, I think. Okay, so to start working with Fusion 360 you need to start with a sketch, which is you come up here. So after choosing create a sketch, what happens is this little icon comes up and really it's prompting you to choose a plane or a face or a surface, and it really doesn't matter. You can choose any one you like. Later in the program, if you are doing CAM, you can alter which plane you are actually in. So, you know, just for argument's sake, we're going to choose this one. If you just notice in the background there, it just said updating graphics. So it just updated my graphics card, which is very nice. So now we're going to go to the view cube and just press on top. So then it squarely looks at you. If you want to move the grid around or any object on the grid, you can come down here and press on pan, and then come up here, left click, and you can move it around. And you can zoom out and zoom in, because what I want to get to, that's where I want that 200 in there, so I know exactly where I'm going. Now the easiest way to draw in, you know, for a sketch is just come straight to here for a line, and automatically now the grid is set to snap, so the cursor will snap a line to any line or any cross section, and the anchor point here is here at 0. If you notice, it's got 150, 0, 150, 0. So the anchor point is here, so I'm going to left click, go up to 200, release, and then you notice then that the icon jumps from here up to here, and it's going to follow my cursor around. I want to come out here to let me see, 50 millimeters, and we're going to left click there again, and then come down, left click, and back to the anchor point, left click. Okay, so you will notice that two of the lines are blue and two of the lines are black. Well, that's indicating to me that these two lines in black are constrained. So what we need to do, it's not totally necessary because this is only really a framework. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to constrain. I'll put a constraint on a line and make this go black. So all I'm going to do is come up here, sketch dimension, choose that blue line, draw it out, and click. And it's the right amount, so I'm going to press enter. And then this one, 50, enter. And now you will see all the lines are turned black. So this is now what is termed as fully constrained. In other words, you can't alter this unless you purposely go in and edit it. Now to alter the, you see the icon here that I'm moving around. Now to alter that, you just press escape and it changes back to a normal cursor. So the next thing we're going to do now is put some rounded corners on here because it's RHS. So we've got to modify, fillet, press that, and it is 10 millimeter. That's exactly what I want. 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter, and 10 millimeter, which is perfect. Enter. Now that's locked in. Now the next thing we're going to do is come to modify again, and we're going to offset. So we're choosing that to offset. Now you can either catch hold of it and manually move it in, or you can give it an absolute figure, and in our case it needs to be minus 4.0 millimeters. Press OK. And it's just started to pour with rain outside. I hope you can hear me okay above that. So the next thing we're going to do now is extrude this, and that is a very, very simple process. You say, well, we finished this part of the sketch now, which takes us into the mode of extrusion, and we want to extrude that part. So it's highlighted. Now I'm just going to move the view cube, rotate round, and I want to go, I should put an absolute figure here, so I want it to extrude it back away from me, so that will be a minus, we're going to go 2 meters, so that's 2,000 millimeters. Enter. And it's as easy as that. That's one RHS made. And RHS means rounded corner, hollow section. Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit, and now we can go to the orbit and move this around in free space. So indeed you can see escape. So what I'm showing you different ways of actually moving around in space, like this. So if you put top, you just hit top, it'll sideways. So you can see that it is a piece of RHS. Pan. Let's pull it in. And actually this is where we actually need it right now. Okay, so now I'm going to do the cross sections. If you remember at the beginning of the video, I showed you that we was going to model up in 3D the CNC router that I'm actually in the middle of building at the moment. So we have one section here, which is one of the main, this is the Y axis. So now we want to make now the cross sections. So now what we'll do is, and this is actually upside down at the moment, so this is going to be the bottom, this is going to be the top. So I'm going to choose this face to work off. So sketch this face, and I'm going to zoom into this area here. So the cross-section RHS is 50 by 50. So I'm going to choose a rectangle. I'm going to come here. You can see it's locked there. You see how the cursor changes. I'm going to draw it up. Oh, it's 100. 50 by 50. Enter. And then I'm going to come here again, choose the fillet, and again it's 10mm, which is exactly what I need. 10mm, 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 and again 10mm. Press enter. So that's locked in. Now what we need to do is choose the offset, choose what we just drawn, and bring this in 4mm, because a 4mm wall. 0, press enter. Now that's locked in. Now we finished our sketch, and we choose what we want to, better press the extrude, press that. Why is that red? There we go. I don't think that really matters. So we want to go minus 1500. Minus, oh, that's 15,000. A little bit too much. Minus 1500, and we'll go enter. And we're going to zoom out. Have a very quick look. And there it is. connected right where we want it. Now then, we come to a very, very neat little trick to be able to, not go through the process of, making these individually, drawing these all the way down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this whole piece and place it in strategic areas further down the beam here. And the way we do that is you can either go up here to bodies, okay, and sketches, and choose which one it is, but I find it much easier to come here and choose the body. It highlights it, then come up to the create bar and come down until you come to pattern. When you come down to pattern, you come here to pattern on a path. So better select that again. So then this little communicational comes up. We've selected our part that we want to duplicate, so now we want to select the path, which is here. Just select the line where I'm on there, select that. So yes, it's in that direction we want to go, and let me see, this is 2 meters, that's 50, so this wants to go 1.90 meters. Might be 1.95 meters. We'll just check. 1 meter. Keyboard's playing up a little bit. 1900. Okay. I think that's right. Yep, that's going to take me right to the end. Well, it's actually saying I want 3, now I want 2. So we alter that to 2. So it's going to place one right there. I think that's going to be in the right place. Let's OK that. No, it's not in the right place. It should have been 95. So we're going to, if you make a mistake, you can, sort of come up here and just, there you go, it's deleted it straight away. So you just go back, highlight. I don't think it's necessary to even highlight it first. Pattern in a path, select path, that way there. So now we'll put the right figure in. So Fusion 360 is very, very forgiving. 1950. I don't know what's the matter with my keyboard. It might be it's winter time here, and this is out in my workshop, and I think the keyboard is playing up. I'm going to have to change it. 50. There we go, and we only want 2, and we're going to OK that. There you go. Put it in the right place. So another method of doing this is actually placing, I want another 1, 2, I want another 3 here. We can do it in one shot. In fact, we could have done them all in one shot after making this one. So I'm going to show you that way of placing objects. So choose the extrusion, create pattern, path, select path. There's the selected path, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it the measurement of this one all the way out here. So that will be 1 meter and 55 5. So it'll be 1 meter, 5, done it to me again, 1, 5, 50. 1, 5, 50. That actually looks a little bit too far. Let's try taking that 50 away. That looks better. I'm going to say I want 4, and it's equally spaced. It just takes out a lot of work for you, and we're going to press OK. And there they are, already correctly placed. So now what we need to do is turn this upside down. So first of all, we're going to go there and have a look, so make sure we're happy with it. Yep, I'm sure about that. And there's an end-on view. That looks very good. Let's just rotate that round a bit. That's looking very good. I quite like that. So now what we're going to do is choose this y-axis one, and we're going to place one over here. So we press escape to get out of the panning around tool, and we're going to go back into here, which was the first extrusion. Click that one, and then we're going to go to the create, and we're going to come down here to path, and we want to come up this way. So we're going to choose this center one. So if we go select, choose this center one, and now this is another method of doing this. You can actually catch hold of it and manually pull it out until it becomes right, or what you perceive to be right. That's actually what needs to be 50. It's actually snapping to the end because it's a rounded area on the bottom side. It's actually trying to connect the flat to the very end, but we're going to say no, that needs to be 50 because there's a 10mm radius there, and rather than go here and alter the amount or quantity, you can go here and untick that one and it disappears. Okay, and then press OK, and there it is. So I'm showing you as many different ways of doing the same job, as it were. Let's move this around a little bit more. Coming onto the view cube, it's looking quite nice now. So you can see that it is pretty easy to make up in this case it's a CNC router bed. This is a very simple bed, and it's a bed that I've designed to be simple and easy to make. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to extend a part in a different direction and a different part. So what I'm going to do is flip this over now. You catch on the view cube and just partially move it over, then just press on an area that you want. So we're going to be working in one corner, so we'll zoom into that. Okay, so now we're going to go back to sketch, and you want to sketch on that face, and we want again a rectangle. So we're going to come here, and you can see the cursor actually snap into the grid there, which is a very, very big help. So we're going to come out here, $2,200 out here, 200 and 100, 175. This is 200 here. Perfect. And left click. So that's there now, and we have finished with that. So now we want to go straight to extrude, and now sometimes this will happen. You may have to choose three different areas. So you choose one area, then press shift, choose the next area and the next area, so you're sure of getting the whole piece that you just made. Now I'm going to rotate this over a bit so I can see that I am, yep, I'm coming in the right direction. And so that needs to be 6 millimeters. I was using 6mm plate, and okay that, and there it is, a mounting plate. The next thing we want to do is look at it square on again, and now we're going to draw a leg. So it's create a sketch of that plane, and come here, (100 by 100). Click. It's very simple to use, actually. We haven't finished the sketch yet, but we're going to press enter because we want to keep that. And again, fillet this corner. Oh, 25, it's not. It's 10. Better. 10, 10, 10, and press enter. So it's the same trick again. So what we're going to do then is go to the offset tool, choose this, offset it by 3 millimeters, 3mm wall thickness on this 100 by 100, or 4 inch by 4 inch, and this is roughly 1/8 of an inch, and we're going to OK that. And then we're going to say that we have finished doing the sketch, and we want to extrude that. Choose that piece, and again I like to come out and make sure that I'm extruding in the right direction. Just tip it over, and you can pull it out if you want to. $800, which is absolutely fine, and press enter. So, and there's one leg. And it's that easy, you know. There's really nothing at all complex in this, and you can build up, you know, this really is a very simple frame, but it's very accurately, shall we say, put together in Fusion 360. So now we're going to duplicate these legs around, one in each corner. So what I'm going to do, come here, press back, zoom out, let's pan it a bit so it's in the middle. And it's just the simple process again of copying, you know. And let's press, you notice that the pan cursor is still active, so to get out of that you just press escape. So what we're going to do is choose that extrusion and that extrusion. So what I've done, I just press shift, and in other words we're going to duplicate multiple extrusions this time. So again we come into the create. So we're actually we're going to go continue with the same mode of practice then, and we're going to select that one there. So we only want 2. That's good. Enter. We do the same trick. Instead of choosing the extrusion, I'm going to choose the last thing that we did, the last action that we did, which is, you know, the same thing. So I'm coming down here to pattern along a path, select a path, which is, doesn't really matter. I'm going to say this one here. Okay. So rather than try and drag it, I've put a measurement in there that I know is correct, and we only want 2, so we can get rid of that one in the middle and press OK. And we're going to do this, we're going to go back to not that one, we're going to go to this one again, choose the 2, and it's a bit repetitive, but you can see now how it's built up, and using the tools it's actually a very good type of design to, you know, do this sort of work. Is a good practice, and you know, you get used to using the tools. 900, and we only want 2, and okay, so our design is actually done. Let's have a look. There it is. Pan it up there a bit. Doesn't that look quite impressive? I hope this video has been a help to you and given you a bit of a start in the right direction with Fusion. And if it has, please press like and subscribe. And if you would like to become a patron Patron information is below this video in the video description area, because it's the patrons behind the channel that allows me to make videos like this. So thank you for joining me, and it's bye for now.